all off-season, all of training camp, all of this season is on the line. Let's go get it. 1, 2, 3, 2.
The Presidents trekked to Waynesburg in week number 8, and for 30 minutes, the Presidents did little to claim the PAC title. Each time the Presidents scored on offense, the Yellow Jackets had the answer.
Trying to go wide. He's to the 5. Lunges for the pylon touchdown.
But in the second half, W&J put on perhaps the finest offensive display ever performed by the Red and Black. In the final 30 minutes, W&J rushed for 210 yards and 4 touchdowns while throwing for 152 yards and 1 more score.
Joey Nichols is going to take this 74 yards to give the Presidents the lead. They're right back. Lawson fakes to Nichols, stands and throws on the post, looking for Armitage, over the shoulder, touchdown.
You can see one-on-one coverage with Armitage and Silvas.
Joey Nichols takes the handoff. He's to the 30, hit for the corner. Nichols to the 10, gone, touchdown. Joey Nichols spun around and gone. Joey Nichols on short yardage takes it for a touchdown.
Meanwhile, the President's defense punished the Yellow Jackets for their insolence, shutting them out in the final 2 quarters. W&J's resounding 56-28 win over Waynesburg set up a non-conference clash with highly regarded Buffalo State. The Bengals of Buffalo State visited W&J, then promptly jumped on the Presidents to the tune of a 21-7 halftime lead. W&J's lone first-half scoring drive was capped by a 1-yard Chris Pushik blast. Buff State continued its dominance, scoring first in the 3rd quarter via a 33-yard Chris Henry pass for a touchdown. Trailing by 20, W&J refused to go quietly. The Presidents rallied around touchdowns by John Pons and Todd Matovich. But Buff State put the hammer down with 2 fourth-quarter scores to win going away 40-21. A late injury to Brian Dawson clouded the President's immediate future. The Presidents started slowly against Teal, yielding the game's first score before burying the overmatched Tomcats. Chris Loker tossed a pair of touchdown passes in Brian Dawson's absence, ably acquitting himself in his first start for the Presidents. Joey Nichols and John Pons chewed up the Teal defense to the tune of 252 rushing yards combined. Meanwhile, W&J played defense with a bad move, providing bad news for the underwhelming Tomcats. W&J improved in every facet of the game in 1999, with special teams play being no exception.
play playoff football. Big football game for you that you deserve to be here. You earned the right to play today. And take it to them, baby.
Making its first playoff appearance in 3 years, the Presidents proved that they did indeed belong in the postseason at undefeated Lycoming. Trailing 7-0, the Presidents put together a 9-play, 60-yard drive, capped by a Chris Loker to John Pond's touchdown toss. The Presidents seized the lead in the third quarter, with Ryan Silvis on the receiving end of another Loker aerial strike. The Presidents' defense then stood tall, turning away Lycoming time and again. The Presidents' 14-7 win at Lycoming was perhaps the biggest W&J win in the last 5 years.
Your first playoff win? Yeah. And many more. Hey!
Riddled by injuries and sapped by a rugged schedule, the Presidents traveled to Abilene, Texas to take on highly regarded Hardin Simmons. The Presidents struck first on a Jonathan Kralik field goal, but then the bottom fell out as Hardin Simmons overpowered the beleaguered Presidents. John Banaszak and the W&J Presidents returned to glory in 1999. No longer a team struggling for an identity, W&J put up big numbers on offense and big plays defensively. The Banaszak era heralded a future full of enthusiasm, perseverance, and achievement. The 1999 Washington and Jefferson Presidents recalled past triumphs while penning new pages in Presidents football lore. John Banaszak and the 1999 Presidents were all the way back with a vengeance.
But they have no idea what's going to hit them in 5 minutes. They don't know that you carried bricks at 6 a.m. They don't know that. You show. This is going to be a battle. It's going to be a 60-minute war.